We had a tractor trailer was traveling eastbound on 78 before the intersection at 78 Scenic Highway. For reasons unknown yet, the tractor trailer began to brake. As the driver applied the brakes, the load which he was hauling was unsecured or not secured well enough. The load broke free, and part of the load, which is very heavy beams, intruded into the cabin. The driver was pinned, and our units responded as soon as we could. We started having witnesses calling us, telling that he was trapped in the vehicle, and our officers arrived, and the driver was deceased.
Any other injuries?
Not that I'm aware of, no.
Any other vehicles involved?
No.
How can you tell he tried to brake? Was that from witnesses or skid marks or anything on the street?
Yeah, I don't know if they've done skid marks yet. We have our AIU, our Accident Investigations Unit, is here on scene, and they're processing the scene right now. They will go over all that as far as any distance, any speeds involved, and how hard the driver braked and when. But as far as what I understand from the witnesses, we don't have any indication right now as to he was cut off or he had to suddenly hit the brakes for some unknown reason. It just appears the load that when he began to hit the brakes to slow down, the load shifted and came forward into the cab.
Now, in a lot of semi-trucks, they have that protective beam or mesh to kind of prevent this from happening. How unusual is this?
It's pretty unusual. I've been doing traffic for a long time. I've been trained in accident investigations, and I have not seen one of this nature where the load was unsecured and basically came into the cab. So it is unusual. They're still investigating. We've got MCCD out here, which is the Motor Carrier Compliance Unit. We've got State Patrol out here, and we've got our AIU out here, and they will leave us closed down as long as we need to finish the crime scene.
Who will investigate this?
Our Accident Investigations Unit will investigate it.
Okay.
I mean, it's tragedy. We're not sure yet what caused it. Like I said, it seems fairly rare that a load like that heavy would come forward and intrude into the cab. First time I've seen it in Snellville. So.
Any takeaways?
I mean, I'm not a professional trucker, but I assume that obviously something was done incorrectly here as far as securing that load. So certainly some takeaways there as far as safety to make sure that your load can't move, can't shift. Anything can happen in traffic. You're hauling something that heavy. I mean, it's tragedy. It's very tragic.